Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I make my clip-in extensions, and all you need for this, it's really easy. Some hair clips, weaving thread, a needle, and some scissors. Thread, needle, hair, scissors, clips. They're really simple to make. The reason why I'm going to show you how to make them is because I think that they are entirely too expensive if you buy them. Like if you buy them already pre-made. So I just like to make them myself when I have a little bit of time, and if I have leftover hair, some hair I want to stick in my head. So I hope it's super easy for you, and let's start. Okay, so I know you see my mouth moving. I'm doing a voiceover because there's a lot of background noise going on. But the first thing I do is take down my hair, and I usually start from the very bottom of my head. For this video I'm starting in the middle, but I usually start at the bottom and work my way up and create sections in my hair and measure the weave up against my scalp. And after I see the measurement, if the hair is too long, then you can either cut it or you can fold it in half to make it a little bit thicker. Next, I take my weaving thread and I kind of unravel it, kind of like the length of my arm maybe, just to give you an estimate, and then I just cut it off. Now I'm kind of biting the end of the thread because I'm trying to get it through the hole of the needle. You don't have to do this if you're really good at it, but I'm so slow at getting it through the hole, so it kind of helps me to flatten it out and get it through there. Then I just pull the thread through and I make sure that the ends are even. And then I just tie a little knot at the end of the thread. You can do 1 knot, 2 knots, 3 knots. The most I'll do is 3 knots if I need a bigger ball at the end. So now you take your piece of hair. It can be one piece of hair, or this one I folded it to make it a little bit shorter and it'll make the hair thicker. Next you take your clip, and I opened it just so you can see where the prongs are at. When you put them onto the weave, you want to make sure that the prongs are facing towards you. Okay, so I zoomed up close so you can get a really good visual of what I'm doing. So you see the holes at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the holes I'm going to be working with. And I first start by putting the needle through the first hole and sticking it through the wefts. Now when you're getting it through the very first hole, don't be irritated because it kind of like gets all over the place. Just be patient and then just pull the needle and the thread through all the way till that knot that you created. Then I just go back to that very first hole that we already went through and go back again to double it up. After I went 2 times to the first hole, then we go to the second hole. And you just repeat the same thing you did with the first hole, except with the second hole, I'm not going to go through twice. I'm just going to go through it once. So get the needle through and then you go on to the third hole. After going through once the third hole, then you just go on to the fourth hole. Then after I get through all the holes, I just go back to the other holes I've already been through, just because I have extra thread, and just secure it a little bit more. So I go back to the third hole, go back to the second hole. Then when I'm done, I cut the thread. I leave about 2 or 3 inches, and then I take the 2 ends and then I tie them in 2 to 3 knots. Then cut off the excess thread. So I already had one of the sides done. If you feel like you need a third one because it's really longer, you can put one right in the middle. So after I went through all of my pieces, I go through and I start installing them, and I start from the bottom of my head and I work my way to the top of my head. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just with it in my hair now. It's clearly not styled whatsoever. If there's some like longer pieces that are too long, you can cut them, or you can move the longer pieces up higher in your head so they don't go as long. But I'm gonna curl it all up so it blends together. But this is just what it looks like after I actually washed this hair. I didn't mention that, but I had washed it. That's why the curls are really loose and falling. So I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna go through and curl it all. But yeah, this is just to give you guys a look at what it looks like. And when I curl it, I'll blend it with my natural hair because my natural curls are way tighter than these curls. But this is what it looks like. One other really cool thing I like about clip-in extensions is that you can always put your hair up in a ponytail when you want, and however you want to do it, all you're gonna have to do is just adjust the clips. So if you've seen some poking out right here, I would just get my ponytail to exactly where I want it. I would just take the clip out and kind of stick it in somewhere else. Ooh, cute ponytail. But hopefully that helped you, and it can save you a lot of money because clip-in extensions can get really pricey. Does it make that sense to spend that much money when you now know how to do it yourself? Alright, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the